mean guitar? Ah!
I'm back with the best guitar series on YouTube.
But no, you should already know that we're talking about riffs that make you go. This is a tuning specific video that I've been wanting to do for quite a while now, and I did legs today, so I want to take my body off. I'm very tired, and also this video is sponsored by Sweetwater, but more on that later. So let's not waste any more time and get right into the riffs. To start off, we have our Swedish death metal quota for the video, because there's so many bands that I want to include, and I'm not making this a Swedish death metal focused video. It's Bloodbath with Cancer of the Soul. I think Nightmares Made Flesh is the quintessential Bloodbath album, just so good. I think it's the one that has the best production out of them all, and it has some of the best songs Bloodbath has ever written, one of them being Eden. But the intro to Cancer of the Soul is just so brutal, it just hits you right in the face. Next up, we all know that I have to meet my quota of slam riffs per video, and turns out one of the bands that I listen to the most these days also tunes to B standard. It's Corpsepile with their song Where the Sidewalk Ends. This is one of the dumbest, most vile sounding EPs that I've listened to in a while, and I love it so much. Literally, you should listen to this EP because the guitar tone is vile, and I just adore when slam bands use this specific type of drum beat. I even had to use a different drum library for this specific song just because I needed to get that slam sound right for this. Shout out RS Drums. But here, just turn your brain off and enjoy some Goo Goo Gaga Ooga Booga riffs. Following that, it's a band that a lot of people mention and of course could not be left out of the B standard riffs video. It's Fear Factory with Self-Biased Resistor. Honestly, I could have chosen any song from the Demanufacture album, but I just love the intro of this song. It's just so in your face and aggressive. I love this type of industrial metal. This is the right type of industrial metal. If you listen to this album, it's pretty much the early Meshuggah sound before Meshuggah ever did it, and also it's a pretty cool workout for your right hand. Now we have the moment that I've been waiting for. This is the riff that I've been wanting to include in a tuning specific video for quite a while now. It's one of my favorite death metal songs of all time. It's Cryptopsy with Lich Mistress. I'd argue that None So Vile is probably the best death metal album ever. This album is a no skips album. Every single second of every single song is a banger, and over 10 years later after I discovered it for the first time, I still listen to it all the time. And the specific riff that I've chosen from Lich Mistress, which is probably my favorite song out of the entire album, it's honestly an insanely savage riff that I just love playing. I'm so satisfied to have been able to play it and include it in this video. Before moving on with the next riff, I just gotta give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Sweetwater. Some of you might already know that I have been working together with Sweetwater for a minute now, and if you didn't know, Sweetwater is one of the biggest music equipment retailers in the entire world. Pretty much any piece of equipment that I use to make these videos, like the camera that I'm recording with, the lights, this microphone that I'm recording my voice with, the guitar that I've been using in this video to play all the riffs, this beautiful Schecter E1 Evil Twin that Schecter recently sent me that I love so much. I mean, look at this thing. And just about any piece of musical equipment you can think of, there's a very good chance you can find it on Sweetwater. Recently, they sent me these Gator Frameworks wall mount hangers for your guitars. As you might have noticed, I have more extreme shaped guitars now, and those are a little more difficult to store. And these nice and discreet hangers not only give you a place to put them when you're not actually playing them, but also it just makes your room look way cooler. I can't help but just look back when I'm working and just look at the guitars because they look so cool up on the wall. It's something very simple and easy to overlook, but once you have them, you can't live without them. If you want to check those out or any other piece of equipment that I use to make these videos, I'm gonna leave my affiliate link to Sweetwater in the description down below. And like I said, it's an affiliate link, so if you buy anything, and I mean anything, using that link, I do make a small commission, so you help support the channel. Once again, a huge shout out to Sweetwater for sponsoring this video. Now back to the riffs. Next up, we have a band that actually has been featured multiple times in this series, and it's another band that was highly requested for this specific episode, and I agree. It's Crowbar with To Build a Mountain. Some people mention other songs, some people mention the breakdown of this song, but I still think the intro to this song is the hardest there is. I just love it. It's quite a bit of fun to play, and it just goes really hard. To me, this is the quintessential sludge metal riff, and I think this riff finally feels right to play now that I'm using an explorer-shaped guitar, just like Kurt Weinstein would. Next up, we have another band that, of course, could not be left out of a B standard riffs video. One of the most iconic bands of all time to ever use this tuning. It's Carcass with Captive Volt Pistol. A lot of people mention Carcass songs from the albums Hard Work, from Symphonies of Sickness, from Necroticism, but to me, my favorite Carcass songs of all time is from Surgical Steel. I think Captive Volt Pistol is a very underrated song, and this is a very straightforward riff that it's a lot of fun to play, and it's quite a catchy one in my opinion. Of course, we could not have a mean riff video if I didn't include some deathcore. And for this episode, what better than one of the pioneering bands of the genre is Despised Icon with MVP. I like Despised Icon a lot, and actually they unconsciously inspire a lot of my songwriting for some reason. And this is probably their most iconic song, and probably one of the most iconic deathcore songs of all time. And the intro of this song is just an absolute massacre. It doesn't stop. It's constantly pummeling you, and if you don't like deathcore, this is a band that should make you give it a chance. Course, if we're gonna have some deathcore, we also have to have some brutal death metal. This is a band that I haven't included in the series once, and I have to change that now. It's Skinless with The Optimist, one of the classics of brutal death metal. Such a good song. It's slammy, it's groovy, it goes so hard. Now let's enjoy some classic brutal death metal riffs. Now we have probably one of the most requested bands in the entire history of the series. Ever since I started, people have been requested it for a long time, but it's just not a band that I listen to almost at all. It's Electric Wizard with Dope Throne. I wanted some variety on this episode, so I think including a doom metal band is probably a good idea. And I do believe this song was actually recorded in B flat standard, but I do believe Electric Wizard plays the entirety of Dope Throne in B standard live, so I'm gonna be taking some liberties. It's either that or no Electric Wizard for this episode. Last but not least, we have one of the most iconic metal bands of all time with one of the most iconic metal songs of all time. It's Sepultura with Roots, Bloody Roots. I think if you like metal, you know this song. Like, it's impossible not to know it. And I thought this song was actually tuned to drop B, but lo and behold, it was in B standard. And I think the breakdown to outro of this song goes really hard. It's incredibly simple, and it's quite a bit of fun to play. And honestly, I should have recorded this song standing up because you can't help but just headbang hard to this song. But that's it for this episode, gang. Let me know in the comments down below what are your favorite B standard riffs. Once again, a huge shout out to Sweetwater for sponsoring this video. Make sure to check out my affiliate link in the description down below. If you would like to watch another video full of mean and nasty and disgusting riffs, you can watch it right here. All my social media links and my description link will be in the description down below as always, so please go ahead and check it out. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.